In the nascent stages of my adult life, characterized by a blend of introversion and youthful curiosity, I made the bold decision to dip my toes into the vast sea of dating apps. With a desire to expand my social circle and perhaps stumble upon a deep and meaningful connection, I embraced the anonymity these platforms provided, a lifeline for someone like myself, who often found it challenging to open up in public settings. Apps like Tinder became my refuge. As a woman in her early 20s, I spent over a year navigating the digital dating landscape, encountering mostly positive experiences. However, the plot thickened a couple of months after my latest relationship ended, when Peter entered the scene. Peter, whom I connected with on Tinder, seemed like a nice, somewhat shy individual, a personality trait that resonated with my own reserved nature. Our 2-week-long text exchanges painted a picture of mutual interest, and eventually, Peter mustered the courage to suggest meeting face-to-face. We settled on a local restaurant for our rendezvous. At first glance, everything appeared normal. Peter matched his profile pictures, and his soft-spoken demeanor from our text exchanges carried over into our in-person interaction. However, as we sat down for dinner, an uncomfortable atmosphere enveloped us. Peter's silence became unnerving, and his nervous glances around the room added to the awkwardness. Suddenly, he abruptly left the table, leaving me alone for an unexpected 15-minute hiatus. After dinner, I delicately communicated my lack of connection and desire to discontinue our budding relationship. Peter silently nodded and made his way to his car. Later that night, around 11 p.m., soft footsteps outside my front door startled me. To my surprise, there stood Peter. Feeling a wave of uneasy, I confronted him, only to receive a vague response. Closing the door and locking it, I wondered how he knew my address, as I hadn't shared it with him. The following day, my unease intensified as I discovered footprints around my house. Summoning every ounce of courage, I called the police, a decision that would prove crucial. While on the phone, I heard footsteps outside my window, followed by a scraping sound. The police arrived just in time, preventing a potential threat. The incident left me grappling with severe trust issues, leading me to bid farewell to dating apps. However, the echoes of that chaotic encounter lingered, serving as a stark reminder of the shadows that can cast themselves over fractured relationships. Despite my resolve to move on, another unsettling incident shook me to the core. As I returned home one fateful night, I encountered a mysterious figure clad in black outside my window. Alarmed, I swiftly dialed the police, who reassured me that the intruder had vacated the premises. Yet, the transient peace was short-lived. A morning revelation sent shockwaves through my being when I heard subtle sounds of movement outside my bedroom window, reminiscent of the prior night's disturbance. Caught in a state of fear and uncertainty, I hesitated to involve the police again. Just as indecision held me captive, a text from my ex illuminated my phone screen. The timing was too peculiar to dismiss as mere coincidence, injecting a fresh wave of fear into my already tumultuous emotions. This unsettling chapter extended beyond romantic encounters to a friendship gone awry. Brian, a confidant forged during my junior year of high school, evolved into more than just a friend. However, suspicions arose when mutual friends hinted at fabrications within Brian's life narrative, particularly concerning his sister's purported battle with cancer. As we delved deeper into Brian's stories, inconsistencies emerged, culminating in a confrontation that led to aggression and invasive behavior. Despite my attempts to distance myself and involve authorities, Brian's persistence persisted, serving as a reminder of the importance of recognizing toxic relationships and prioritizing mental well-being. By sharing my harrowing experiences, my intention is to shed light on the profound impact of such encounters and encourage others to prioritize their safety and well-being in the face of similar challenges. During my early 20s, I found myself living alone in a cozy apartment complex. As an introvert, I cherished my solitude, but little did I know that it would be disrupted by something far more sinister than the noise of bustling neighbors. It all began with subtle disturbances, objects out of place, strange sounds in the dead of night, and an inexplicable chill that seemed to linger in the air. At first, I brushed off these occurrences as mere figments of an overactive imagination, until one fateful night when the veil between the seen and unseen was lifted. I awoke to the sound of whispers echoing through the halls, their eerie cadence sending shivers down my spine. Peering cautiously from my bedroom doorway, I glimpsed a shadowy figure, its form barely discernible in the dim light. Panic surged within me as I realized that I was not alone in my apartment. Summoning every ounce of courage, I confronted the entity, demanding to know its intentions. Yet it remained elusive, disappearing into the darkness as quickly as it had appeared. Terrified and shaken, I sought solace in the company of friends, desperate for an explanation to the inexplicable occurrences that plagued my once tranquil abode. As the days turned into weeks, the disturbances grew more frequent and pronounced, reaching a crescendo of terror that left me questioning my sanity. It was only through the intervention of a seasoned medium that the truth was unveiled, a restless spirit trapped between worlds, seeking solace in the realm of the living. With the aid of the medium, I embarked on a journey to unravel the mysteries of apartment 4B, confronting the tormented soul that had taken residence within its walls. Through a series of rituals and ceremonies, we managed to appease the spirit, granting it the peace it so desperately craved. Though the ordeal left me scarred and haunted by the memories of those dark nights, it also served as a reminder of the fragility of the human spirit and the resilience required to confront the unknown. As a curious soul in my early 20s, I found myself drawn to the allure of forgotten places and hidden histories. It was this insatiable thirst for adventure that led me to explore the crumbling ruins of an abandoned asylum nestled on the outskirts of town. Armed with little more than a flashlight and a sense of trepidation, I ventured into the decaying corridors of the derelict structure, each step echoing with the whispers of its troubled past. Graffiti adorned the walls like hieroglyphs, offering cryptic clues to the asylum's enigmatic history. It wasn't long before I stumbled upon a hidden chamber, concealed behind a rusted door obscured by layers of grime and decay. Intrigued by the mystery that lay beyond, I pushed open the door, revealing a forgotten sanctuary frozen in time. Within the chamber, I discovered a trove of forgotten artifacts, tattered journals, yellowed photographs, and relics of a bygone era. Each item told a story of pain and suffering, of lives lost and memories erased by the passage of time. Yet amidst the desolation there was a glimmer of hope, a flicker of humanity that refused to be extinguished. It was in this moment of revelation that I realized the true significance of my discovery, not merely a forgotten relic of the past, but a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. As I emerged from the depths of the abandoned asylum, I carried with me a newfound appreciation for the pour of history to shape our understanding of the present and the courage required to confront the shadows that lurk within us all. In the early stages of my adulthood, when the world seemed to hold infinite possibilities, I stumbled upon a quaint bookstore tucked away in a forgotten corner of the city. Its weathered facade and faded sign hinted at a history that spanned generations, drawing me in with an irresistible allure. As I stepped through the creaking door, the scent of old paper and ink enveloped me, filling my senses with a sense of nostalgia and wonder. The aisles stretched out before me like pathways to another world, each book a doorway waiting to be opened, each page a portal to adventure and discovery. Lost in the labyrinth of shelves, I felt as though I had stumbled upon a hidden treasure trove, brimming with stories waiting to be told. It was amidst this sea of words that my eyes fell upon a dusty tome nestled in a forgotten corner, a leather-bound relic whose faded cover bore no title, its pages yellowed with age. With trembling hands, I reached out and lifted the book from its resting place, feeling a thrill of anticipation coursing through my veins. As I flipped through its pages, I found myself drawn into a world of magic and mystery, where reality blurred with fantasy and dreams took flight on the wings of imagination. Each story held within its pages was a testament to the power of storytelling, a power that transcended time and space, weaving together the fabric of reality with threads of wonder and enchantment. And as I delved deeper into the book, I felt as though I had become a part of its narrative, journeying alongside its characters through realms both real and imagined. But amidst the tales of adventure and heroism, I soon realized that the book held more than just stories. It held the key to unlocking secrets long forgotten, secrets that had the power to change the course of history itself. With each turn of the page, I uncovered a new mystery, a new puzzle waiting to be solved. And as I neared the end of the book, I realized that the greatest mystery of all lay not within its pages, but within myself. A mystery that would shape the trajectory of my life in ways I could never have imagined. Leaving the bookstore behind, I carried with me not just a book, but a newfound sense of wonder and possibility. A reminder that sometimes the greatest adventures are found in the most unexpected of places. In the early days of my adulthood, when the world seemed vast and full of untold wonders, I found myself drawn to the rugged coastline that stretched along the edge of my hometown. It was there, amidst the crashing waves and craggy cliffs, that I stumbled upon a forgotten lighthouse, a relic of a bygone era, its beacon long extinguished, its walls weathered by the relentless march of time. Intrigued by its silent sentinel, I embarked on a journey to uncover the secrets that lay hidden within its crumbling walls. With each step, I felt the weight of history pressing down upon me, as if the very stones themselves whispered tales of forgotten sailors and lost souls. As I climbed the winding staircase that spiraled upwards towards the heavens, I felt a sense of anticipation building within me, a sense that I was on the verge of uncovering something truly extraordinary. And then, as I reached the summit and gazed out across the vast expanse of the sea, I saw it, a glimmer of light dancing on the horizon, beckoning me towards a truth that had long lain dormant beneath the waves. With trembling hands, I delved deeper into the labyrinthine depths of the lighthouse, uncovering hidden passageways and secret chambers that had long been sealed away from prying eyes. And there, in the heart of the lighthouse, I found it, the source of the mysterious light that had drawn me here. A beacon of hope amidst the darkness, a symbol of resilience in the face of adversity. As I emerged from the depths of the forgotten lighthouse, I carried with me not just a sense of awe and wonder, but a newfound appreciation for the power of the human spirit to endure, even in the darkest of times.